Hello, everyone. Can you guess where we are?
You'll never guess.
You'll never, ever be able to pin us down.
Go ahead and try it.
Unless we want you to. In which case, don't just pin me down. Pin me back, too. Both legs.
Ugh.
Come on.
Yes.
That's what this pod's all about, man. Is pleasure.
Oops, my nipples out.
Oh, shit. You earned those beads.
Uh-oh.
That's probably bad for the algorithm. It's having a human breast exposed.
Come on.
Come on. It's tough.
It's natural.
It's a big natural.
You gave me the Jamaican flag.
That's right, man. Dominican Lou. We're down here. Maybe these
Sacramento,
masks?
California.
That's right,
and
everyone.
we love it.
We're in Davenport, Iowa, home to Mardi Gras.
Bury me in Montgomery.
Hey, take me to Rock Island and throw me in the armory.
Quad cities, rise up.
Quado cities.
Quado.
That's what I call your belly. That's Vern Troyer.
There's a guy in there. Vern Troyer.
Did we talk about that?
The sex tape, yes.
Yeah.
Your interaction this morning, no. So go ahead.
Oh, man, this morning I walked to get us coffee. And
while I slept.
You were asleep?
You were a real angel today.
Well, bro, you earned that long rest after last night. Holy shit.
From Dubuque to Davenport.
Ooh, boy, with the lights out on the highway. Just a fucking deleted track from a Seeger LP. Driving at night, I can't see shit.
Yeah,
better go 75 the whole way.
Man, yeah, well, yeah, I was conflicted between driving faster to get it over with, driving slower to not die.
To not kill us all.
Maybe still crash.
And that was on the highway that I told you they couldn't have it faster than 60 in certain parts because there's just giant holes in the ground. And those holes in the ground, if you have to miss one, where does that car go? Off the bridge, into the canal, just face down, ass up. That's the way I like to die.
Yeah. So, yeah, had a gig in Lafayette.
We're gigging.
It ruled. It was
Guys
very
like
fun.
us, we gig. We're gig pigs.
And the rental car we had driven during the day only.
Volkswagen. Jetta.
On the way out to the show, sun's still up.
This girl I had a crush on drove a Volkswagen Jetta.
Everybody drove it. Every chick
in high school
drove a cool Jetta. I was in college.
I know, when I was in high school. I was riding in shotgun at one point, and she was like, grab the wheel, and this other car pulled up beside us on the way to the Chinese Man, and she turned and she flashed the other car, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm right here. Yeah,
Spun out, hit a tree.
Yank it. We roll. Both her tits are rubbed off on the highway.
No, the other car.
No. I would kill us both. And I remember being like, just, can I see, please? And she was
They
like,
weren't for you?
They were not for me. They're for a different two dudes in a car.
Wait, was it out her window?
Yeah,
or
she turned from the driver's side to the car on the left.
Oh, she was
jumped
driving.
her bags.
She was driving. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so yeah, we don't discover until we're leaving the show last night to get back here to New Orleans that...
Oh, you're going to tell them?
Yeah, they figured it out.
I hope so.
Hopefully, Jesus. Spy Patrol. Pull over.
Spy detected.
Your headlights aren't on. But yeah, the headlights were wonky.
Her headlights were huge.
Nice. Like Oilers fan style?
Dude. Well, I mean, natural.
Those were... probably real.
I think Oilers fan had him bolted on in Winnipeg.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, the headlights were weird. You clocked it, wondered if we should pull over. We did. You spit in your hand and cleaned them.
The only thing that I could think was because of the way the angle the light was showing, because it was like it threw a brick of light maybe 3 feet in front of the car, but there was
Maybe
no
5, yeah.
light that was like, cascading further.
Or they went to the sides too.
Yeah, it was like they were...
Like
so
your
I
friend when
figured
she's laying on her back. Janae Burris joke.
They weren't laying on her. We were like 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, they weren't going anywhere.
No, they were perfect. I only honked them once.
Damn it.
I'll never forget. Never forget. God. I think your little brother listens to the pod.
Cool.
Yeah.
Your sister should hit us up.
No. I don't want to talk to her now.
Oh, okay.
I have my own.
Your own 15-year-old tits.
Yeah, but like the
in a jar.
People wonder why we don't do better on YouTube.
Is this helping?
No.
We'll do anything. Honk it.
So the light was not. I figured that
You tried to
it was
clean them
blocked.
like a
it was like there was
psychopath.
like Scotch tape or something at the top of the lights, preventing the light from cascading up.
And your saliva would help.
Well, I didn't have any saliva because I was like all zin all night in that weed
Zinned.
pen. So I was just like, literally the second time I tried to spit to get the other light, it was dust, and I was like, oh
You
shit,
still wiped.
I should piss on these. that
was
would have
your
been
second
better.
thought.
Yeah. I can't piss because I'm so
Now you-
dehydrated, so I'm just jerking off in front of the light on the side of the road. It's somewhere in Louisiana. And the cops drive by and they're like, oh, them boys having a good time. Who amongst us?
Hey, honk. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride, boy. Who hasn't rented a car to go jerk off on it in an abandoned lot with his lover? Come on. That's what keeping Avis alive. And this is not a race. This isn't a race
It's a
specific.
white-
It's Louisiana.
Guess what? It's white.
Yeah,
He's a white guy.
That's
so
New Iberian right
nobody
there.
can be mad.
Yeah. Ooh, I got the gree. Yeah, that's true. That's right. All right. Hey,
Suck it.
solutions.
Happy Pride. Suck it. So yeah, the
It was insane to see if I could clean the light back
Yeah.
into them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not judging at the moment because I am curious.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on up there? You're like, stay in the car so we can adjust. So I can turn the knobs and we can.
Yeah.
There's no easy solution.
No, dude.
So I say, let's go.
You say pretty much fuck it without saying fuck it.
Well, I thought it wasn't that bad when we were like near streetlights. So I say, we'll be all right.
Tell me you don't care if you live or die without telling me you don't care if you live or
I
die.
wanted to live.
And I was like, hey, dude, maybe we could just, if it gets bad, when we left the hotel in Lafayette, I was like, let's keep the keys in case for some awful reason we have to come back to this hotel. It's a great hotel, great gig. Shout out Lafayette Comedy. But we want to go back to New Orleans
There were 2 trees involved.
because fucking dipshit McGee over here blew his whole bag on this Airbnb. In a moment of like crazy frustration, I think in Winnipeg, I was like, who cares? I won't make any money in New Orleans.
Blow up the world.
We'll have the finest Airbnb ever.
Hack the planet.
Yes.
So yeah, we got back on the highway, and pretty quick there's no street lights because it's swamp or
it's
whatever.
an abandoned stretch of
forest.
whatever it is, I-21 or
I-10.
whatever, I-10.
I-10, dark as hell, and then even that wasn't completely insane right away because there was traffic, and so the brake lights, kind of helped or something. I don't know, but eventually we're like, it's dark as hell.
You're not talking, but I'm just thinking you're stoned and tired. So all I'm doing is
we're
just playing
listening.
jams. I'm playing Real Big Fish. I'm playing Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
You played Speed of Light.
I played
Looks
Speed
like
of
a
Light. Holy shit. They were
young
fucking
lady
awesome,
singer?
dude. Yeah, they look like they were 17 and they're doing like Refused meets Deftones.
Listen to
Exciting
some
stuff.
Refused.
Speed of Light, yeah.
But yeah, eventually when there aren't cars, and before I started doing the brights, I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Because there's no visibility
Zero.
past a few feet.
Yeah, it was very
How is
trippy
this-
because I was stoned and delirious. And it's like, oh, wow. So just like every quarter of a second, we can now see where the car's going to be going at 75 miles an hour in 1/4 of a second.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal was. I told you when we got home that it was fucked.
Yeah, you were fucking cool as a cucumber the whole drive. You're giggling. I would like tell you about a song. You'd be like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Because I did notice that the steering wheel when you got out of the car was dented from where your fingers were.
it wasn't that bad. On a scale of 1 to 10, how stressed was I while driving? 7, which is pretty high.
For most people, that's a 12.
Yeah,
You're 7.
I wasn't going like full white knuckle panic attack,
Yeah.
clenched asshole.
You weren't growling.
But it was like this is fucked. If anything, like not that long ago when I drove up to DIA, I went from I-25, got onto the 225, and like how it's like wonky, and then
225,
yeah, and then there's another lane, and so you get over to the left, and then there's 3, whatever, and you're on your way. Around that time, like after the weirdness, there was just a fucking huge like microwave in the left lane.
Oh, dude, fuck. I thought
And
about
so
that so much. I was like,
Yeah.
if there's a mattress in the road, or
Yeah.
even like a nutria, like a big full-grown nutria,
Yeah.
we would have flipped probably.
We saw 2 roadkill gators.
To that gator on the side of the road. Holy shit, I better buy a lotto ticket.
We did. Yeah.
I did my lucky day.
It made me think of like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, well, we were down there.
We were down there.
Yeah. What do they call it in Red Dead Redemption 2? Algiers? What is New Orleans?
Tangiers? I don't know.
Yeah, anyway,
I can't remember.
We were literally swamp people.
We were down there, and yeah, it was pretty fucked. I wasn't completely freaking out, or else I probably would have admitted defeat, and we would have turned back to the quadruple tree.
Or just got the worst red roof in all of the bayou.
I wouldn't have wanted to roll the dice on that.
We would have got murdered. We were going to die either way. So much like the Suicide Boys, I want to die in New Orleans.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were several times where I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
the bodies at the...
It made me, and I wanted to like search Reddit for like VW Jetta headlights fucked or something, but it also makes me wonder if that's why I feel like every car that passes me going up and down I-25 has its brights on. Mm-hmm. Maybe the new car headlights have some weird thing where it's like, oh yeah, if you do auto brights, then either they turn on and when applicable and you have brights, or you use context clues in the other traffic coming and going in front of you or coming the other way.
Maybe the cars
to see better.
Maybe the power of the lights is based on our positive energy and our vibe.
And we were scared, so the car was scared.
And muted. Yeah, yeah. It's like when you have a dog and you're like, "It's okay, don't worry," but it can tell that you're scared too, so it starts shivering.
How scared or stressed were you, 1 to 10?
Well, dude, usually you communicate exactly how you feel about a situation. And our relationship is built on trust and communication. So I figured if you weren't saying anything, I'm going to be cool. I'm scared, but I'm not going to make it worse for you by telling you I'm scared. And if you didn't vocalize it, I was like, it's not that bad on that side of the car. It must be cool.
It's cool. Yeah, it's fine over there.
Yeah. But then I forgot that I was driving with Deathwitch 420. So...
Taste death, live life.
But when we got out of the car, we got in the house.
Legalize it. Death, that is.
Legalize.
Euthanasia. The end. I'm punching my own ticket, and a doctor's going to be there.
And I'm also in the pod for some reason. And I don't want to be, but...
You're riffing, knocking.
Yeah.
Hey, everything's fine now. Oh, it's too late? Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Bye.
Hey.
Stanhope and his mom. They found a cure.
Who cares? The pillow's already over your face. One of us gets to live, right? It's like when they have two prisoners and they lock them in a room and they throw like a knife in the middle. That's how I think the pod situation is. So I kill you and then it's already sealed. I'm like, why did I kill my best friend first?
So yeah, that was a lot. We get back
we got in
here.
the car, or we get in that apartment, and you say,
that was fucked.
Yeah, now I couldn't have a full-scale panic attack.
I couldn't see shit.
I couldn't see shit.
Yeah, now I can freak out, yes. And so, yeah, I was quiet because I thought about saying what I thought, which was, this is fucked, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I didn't want you to freak out. I wanted to get back here. I knew that...
to eat.
Yeah, we had gumbo thawing in the back seat.
Yeah.
Thanks to Jason, young Jason.
Jason, Whitlock, maybe?
No.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Great guy.
Yeah, hooked it up.
He's one of the many people who say, I'm a huge fan of yours, and I watch all of your appearances, but yet I've never heard of our podcast.
He hadn't?
I don't think so. All these
He's
people are like, Kill Tony, Matt, and Shane. Do you have a pod? I'm like, yeah. We have over 200 episodes of a podcast out. You might enjoy it.
But yeah, I wanted to eat the gumbo. I wanted to get back here. Mm-hmm. I knew you had broken the bank so that I could sleep in a nice bed.
And this is like the nicest Airbnb.
It rules, and it's right by the action. It's crazy how close we are because we've stayed down here a few times, and it's usually been a little ways away or whatever. And so you had the big walk, like from the hotel last time I was here, to get to Frenchman or the Quarter. And this is just fucking right there, which is awesome. Yesterday and the day before were fun.
Well, bro, I've been on the road for maybe 22 days straight at the end of this run. Look, why work so hard if you don't spend the money? So this is what we're doing. We're spending the money right here, baby. I'm loving it.
But yeah. So I did keep some information from you, but it was to try to...
I'm so happy you did.
Less
I would have made you pull over, and we would have fucking slept in a tough shed behind a watermelon patch.
We would have slept in Stab Canyon.
Right, we would have gone full Suttree.
but
Just bang old watermelons all night till the
made
sun rises.
it. The other thing was I knew if there were cars ahead and none of them swerved, then there was nothing in the road right then.
Hopefully, or they're drunk. Everyone's drunk.
Yeah.
Everyone's driving the biggest piece of shit truck you've ever seen, 15 over, and they're wasted. And that was who we were with. And it wasn't like you can like do cool evasive maneuvers because for most of it, we're on bridges.
A lot of bridge,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, so what happened this morning when the sun came out and we were alive and you went to get us a coffee?
Oh my God. I walk to the coffee shop around the corner. Old black dude sitting out front having a coffee. We make eye contact. And he hits me with an, all right now.
I mean, that's why you started hitting him with it first, is that you'd gotten it enough times you knew it was cool.
Well, I'm a member of what I like to call the human race. All right? I'm not white. I'm not black. I'm with it. Okay? So my ears are always open. I'm always listening to the beat of the street underneath my feet. And because because when I do walk by black people, I'll give them a head, or I'll, because it's like, hey, yeah, we're in this. Me and you, we're the same guy.
People.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of people, just when they pass a black guy, they go,
They call someone, yeah, I'm walking now. I'm almost there.
hey, remember that I had a dream speech? That was pretty neat. My wallet's in my side. Fuck. Yeah. They freak out because they're all racist, not me. All right? If I'm going to die, I'm not going to die with hate in my heart. I'm going to die with shit in my pants. And maybe cum in my pants.
Like the prophecy foretold.
That's right. I found that half of the amulet and it said, you will die soaked. But, yeah, so he hits me with an all right now. So I'm like, well, shit. It's all downhill from here.
Mm-hmm.
All my research has been proven correct. That's my E equals MC squared. E equals MC hammered.
Hell yeah.
So I walk in, beaming, and I order 2 coffees, one for me, one for you. The guy comes in as I'm waiting for my coffee, and he says to the ladies, 2 baristas, he says, hey, can I get my phone? And they say, all right, that'll be $1 million, because they were charging his phone. And he says, all right, Dr. Evil. So my ears perk up.
Yeah,
That's
you're
the dog
stoked.
whistle I've been waiting for. And I'm blown away that anyone, because the baristas were probably 22 years old, and this guy might have been 75 years old. Mm-hmm. So already, I'm glad that I'm in this coffee shop. And then she says, I'm not Dr. Evil. I'm the little one. What's his name? And I activate. And I'm like, this is my moment. This is what I've been training
more
for.
Ready, yeah.
Yeah. And I say, Mini-Me! Vern Troyer!
Everybody, ah!
Yeah.
Nobody saw you
Someone
come
threw
in.
a scalding tea in my face.
Nutria!
It's the swamp ape. He shaved and he came for sustenance. And I say, Vern Troyer, R.I.P. the goat. And we all laugh. And I walk out of there with a feeling that I only get in New Orleans, which is part of the big thing that we call community.
It's all the blanket.
It's everything, dude. It's the cultural tapestry.
Dustin Hoffman. We're all the blanket.
I'm a patch and a quilt. And the quilt is called New Orleans. And I never feel better than when I'm down here.
Yeah, there's something about it.
Fucking love it.
It was 90 degrees, probably 120% humidity, which isn't scientifically possible.
It's a super saturation.
But yeah, it was. There was a little cloud cover, so it wasn't completely intense, but it is a lot. And
It's like cloud cover over clown cover. Imagine being just fucking dogpiled by clowns.
Yeah,
you have to fight your way out, to blow your way out.
yeah, a lot of honking. But
That's not a seltzer flower.
But I still was happy to be down here. There's something about it. It's just it's incredibly special.
It's my favorite place. I think I've been here over 20 times for sure.
Yeah, that's wild.
Started coming here when I was like 13. My mom brought me here, and then as soon as I was 19, my band played here every time we were on the road. We would fucking drive out of the way. And then every tour I did as a comic, I would come here. Yeah, so I fucking love it here. I never feel better than when I'm in New Orleans. In America.
Yeah, no, and we've talked about how there's only a handful. Boston, Philly, New York, Chicago can feel like compete with the history or the architecture of Europe, and then New Orleans beats them all.
New Orleans does. I will say that DC's architecture might be more in line with the French tradition that I love.
It is
because there's
cool.
Italian influence down here. This was the melting pot, the melange, as I kept saying on stage last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
I caught
must
the
have
first
said
15. I didn't hear any.
melange maybe 4 times.
Melangia.
Yeah, because I was having so much fun, and then I said the gris-gris. Because Lafayette is the fucking hub of your fan boat riding, gator skinning, wear duck boots to a wedding type people. Cajun country, baby.
Yeah.
So those people were like up from the mud. And we sold more tickets than I did. We sold double the amount of tickets than I did last year in that same venue, which feels very nice.
You've been working hard in those coal mines.
Brother, I just want people to come out and behold.
Those lull mines, LOL.
Yeah. The lulls mine for that joke.
Lulls.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We went and got Boudin.
We did. Best Stop. Show them.
Stop, baby.
Show them the hat.
This is my second Best Stop hat. That's what a mark I am.
Oh, yeah. What happened to the first time? Lost it.
I lost it, but I bought a Best Stop hat, and then I went to Houston.
Yeah.
And I did shows in Houston.
It's the hat everybody thinks is Make America Great. No, that was MSU.
That was my Metro State University hat.
So, yeah.
Red hats are fraught with peril. This one's got a rope on it, so everyone knows that I'm with the movement. All right. But yeah, I wore that Best Stop hat, and it's in a headshot that ended up getting used because the photo was great. But I'm wearing a red Best Stop bent bill hat. I have a Carhartt green Action Bronson long sleeve on with the buttons undone. And then I have a Parisian scarf tied around my neck.
You had a scarf face.
I guess I was feeling myself when I was at the riot in Houston a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Because I look like a creative player. And not one that you put any time in,
that
just
was very
randomized.
Yeah.
It's like all of these things should never be on this person ever. Big fat guy with Dahmer glasses, and I have like gnarly sideburns in the picture.
It's like
and I'm hunched over and like screaming.
Yeah, the Hedberg joke. You have a lot of cranial accessories.
That's right. Yeah, from the neck up, I am bedazzled like a pair of pants at a prom in 2003.
Why not? Throw it on there.
Throw it on there, dude. So yeah, I love Best Stop. And that Boudin, dude. Like I said on stage last night, thank you for just putting the sludge right in the condom.
It was a weird, not a lose-lose because it was delicious, but there wasn't an ideal way to eat those because first couple bites I ate the casing,
right?
And eventually it's like there's no flavor to that. It's kind of
just intestine.
Yeah, it's in the way, and so that felt kind of weird. So then I start like squeezing it out with my teeth or squeezing a little with my fingers, and then
you gotta
taking it off the top.
Eat it like you're paying rent.
That doesn't feel great either. So, but
it's definitely something you can't eat at a cookout.
No, in front of strangers, in front of peers,
in front of Mel's family. Oh my god.
So yeah, but it is so good. You want to eat it, and I did, and I loved it. The balls were really really good because you had a little rice and a little not panko but breadcrumbs or whatever, and then
it's just a bastardized arancini rice ball, with
pepper jack,
all gooey throughout.
Yeah, those were really good.
Yeah, didn't get the cracklins.
No cracklins,
which was for the best.
And you had chicken or pork, and then that dude Tyler talked about duck cracklins, aka quacklins. Shout out Jason, JP Leonard, and Tyler
Archibald.
Tyler,
it's some kind of fucking
Delhomme
mud tongue.
That's Jake.
Yeah, Broussard. Oh yeah, Matthew Broussard was just on the show last night because he's in town. Yeah. And I was like, "Why are you here? I thought you were from Houston." And he went, "I was educated in Houston, but my people are from here." Broussard. And I was like, "Oh yeah, Broussard is like the definitive Cajun name." Well,
yeah, he said it was all over.
Don't be mad. I don't know about the definitive. I think it's Thibodeau is actually. There's all these jokes that are like racist jokes about Cajuns, and it's always like Tipton and Thibodeau or something. But yeah, Broussard just goes up and fucking crushes, almost buries Lund.
Almost
Buries
my
Lund.
ass. Shut up. No, he was very funny, very quick.
And doing stuff about the swamp.
Yes.
Yeah. And he even said that thing where he's like, "I'm sorry, I can't do these jokes anywhere else in America because they're so hyper-regional." But Matthew Broussard, hell of a technician up there. Fucking great comic.
Yeah, him and Laura Sogar.
She was on the show too.
She had some good stuff.
Sure. But
Shut
man.
up.
Well, no, I mean, just compared to Broussard, let's get real.
Yeah, he was very funny.
Fucking buried you.
Shut up. I was trying to find
You're
Tyler's
looking
last
at
name.
pictures. I think
Trying
it's
to find
Archibald.
Tyler's last name. Because he was fun. The podcast is We're Dying Down Here. So check that out.
Yeah. Let's get.
Sam talks about his book a bunch.
No, I don't. I fucking curtailed that.
It was fun. It went quick. I was
Yeah.
surprised when we wrapped up that we were almost at an hour.
Dude.
So it was a good combo.
Also, bro.
Because like you said, they weren't constantly trying to get in there with something like funny without thinking, because that's some pressure that some podcast hosts put on themselves.
Right.
It was more of a real conversation with funny stuff throughout, but some sincerity and,
Right.
and
I kept throwing
real
to you.
talk.
I kept diverting.
No, you kind of buried me.
Well,
no,
so
it was
did
great.
Broussard.
It was nice.
Over two.
So did Broussard. Fuck you.
But fucking, it was also cool because there was a bunch of like, dude, I talked to a Samson last night who was there with two, like, they were all under the age of 23. Two girls named Maddie in the merch line. Two just like young boys. Like, if they were over 21, that's a hell of a fake ID. And they're like, dude, we listen to the pod. We fucking love the pod. It's like, you guys? You guys
they
are into
didn't-
this?
I thought maybe nobody wanted a picture with me, so I
Well,
thought
you
maybe no
were-
podcast people.
They were
I was
they
lurking.
felt for you after the Broussard incident.
Shut up.
After you got swept under the rug.
I would have double armed DDT'd Broussard's ass if
he
I
wouldn't
needed
have sold
to.
for you, brother. He would have kicked out before one.
Dropped him on his head.
It's just fun to see the different people who come to the shows. And I know, look, here's what we're doing. We are committing to a new quality of podcast content. As you can see, we have a GoPro. We have a set now. This will travel with us wherever we go. These flowers.
We're
those
gonna take all
masks.
this stuff.
Those nipples. They're going everywhere with us. Because we really got to...
Make the beads.
the only reason this pod is not as successful as it should be is because of us. So...
Well, there's just a million little things that you have to do, and we're not figuring it out as if we're in the first 20 episodes.
Right.
Played with the hand that we were dealt.
We didn't care
And
for
then-
a long
well,
time.
then we didn't-
No
we
one
didn't-
believed in this product. We did it to keep us from family annihilation during the dog days of COVID. And now here we are with a rising property. So, yeah, we're going to start doing all the things that people love. We're going to get a big neon sign behind us that says, like, the dog house
Legalize
or
it.
whatever. Yeah, legalize it. We're going to start wearing very cool shoes. It is funny to me that the people who come in here are, like...
Vapor rub shoes.
Vapor rub
There's
shoes.
like a little gel that gets released.
Maybe I'll start wearing toe shoes filled with cream. Who knows? I'll do whatever you guys want if we can keep this thing in the top 100. But, yeah, people who came over here from like, we love Cumtown, which was the most low-effort podcast that had no video forever. And now they demand that they can watch us and our supple curves live on their fucking Rokus.
More wide world?
More Wide World? We hit Pat with a More Wide World.
That was funny.
Yeah.
God, the gift that keeps on giving. And it was born out of a comment after like the first Tokyo episode came out.
Someone posted it 2 minutes after that dropped.
It made me mad.
Yeah. The amount of effort that goes into one episode.
Right, and then more.
between people who are, by definition,
Gimme.
lazy fucks.
Yeah, they haven't done anything.
Ever.
What have you done? No.
Pat lays on
obviously
his
not.
belly 23 hours a day. Then his mom comes over and flips him to watch for sores. You know? It's like, that's the people we're dealing with. But, yeah, man, I'm just stoked on the whole thing. We were in New York City.
Yeah, this has been there's been so many trips where we have the typical fly in to one place for a weekend, fly out.
Right.
We've only had a
Never
couple.
leave the hotel room.
Not really, yeah.
Yeah.
Get a coffee,
Uh-huh.
get some Popeyes or some
That's right.
Tim Hortons,
Yeah.
Winnipeg.
Google Hardee's near me.
Yeah. Hardee's delivery.
Yeah, actually, I think that my phone thinks my home location is actually the Hardee's in Winnipeg now. But it's been nuts, dude. I was in Austin and then had the fucking canceled night that I had to be in Chicago and then went to Winnipeg for a night and then to Detroit and then drove to Buffalo, pick you up, drive on to Rochester, and then we fly to New York City. We flew to New York City, baby. It's crazy, baby. 2 nights in the city, baby. And boy, did we engage in just fucking oligarch behavior while we were there. Peter Luger. Fuck, dude.
God, that porterhouse.
We show up to. I make a reservation for Peter Luger for 4. Me, you, Shane Torres, David Bory. David's in town doing his show at the Bell House. He's my other best friend. No one's jealous about it.
AFE. Mm-hmm. No, because I'm winning.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
By submitting.
Yeah, I mean, this is my palm and this is your tongue.
Milk and honey.
I sent you money before we went on the road last night. And if I would have not sent that money after you told me, I probably would have doubled up on it. Just after the fucking drive, dude. That would have been like hazard pay.
Oh.
Yeah, because shit, that was so scary. You're the bag man, baby. You hold my gimmicks.
I'm Baby Driver.
Yeah.
I'm Brutus, yeah.
I guess Baby Driver is the star of Tokyo Vice.
Yes.
They brought him back. But
I didn't care for Baby Driver.
I saw it in theaters. It was fun. It was a great
I could
sound
see it being
components.
fun in the
It was
theater.
like left side, right side. It was the first movie I remember being like, oh, I have to hear over here too. Better fucking shut her up. What's happening? He's not a baby.
Babies can't drive.
Wait, is he driving? Is the car a baby? And he's driving it? Shut up. This is the preview. Am I the baby? Yes, sure, whatever. Mini driver? She's a girl.
Mini me driver?
Vern Troyer's driving? How many phone books is he on? Just seeing a movie with girls is tough. Anyway, Peter Luger. I make a reservation for 4.
4, please.
I think 7 people show up.
Yeah, that was a swing for the fences.
And it's like, not only did I make the reservation, but now I have to walk up to the fucking woman wearing a pantsuit who's just gets off on saying no to businessmen. And I walk up in my Panama Jack, you know?
Yeah, we looked ridiculous.
We looked ridiculous, of course.
You and I wore pants, which
Bory
was
did
not
not.
necessary. Well, we didn't. You and I didn't think about the fact that it is a tourist spot. It's been there a long time, and so they do have to accommodate.
They just allowed
whatever.
women like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, times are changing, so you had to have, or you don't have to have a strict dress code.
Right.
And
But
if
I
you
walk
can pay,
up-
if you can pay those prices, you should be able to wear a fucking big towel.
I should have had to walk in there with like, I don't know, a pendant on my neck that just shows that I have collateral.
Yeah.
You know? Like I should have to walk in with like a 10-10 graded Charizard necklace. I had a dream last night that Logan Paul came to a show, and then the next thing I see on my phone is that he's like, hey, me and Sam Tallent are going into business together. So I had a dream where I was in business with Logan Paul last night. And I was like stoked. And in the dream, I'm like, finally, all the hard work is paying off. It was like a very like rational dream, except for Logan Paul was like, saw Sam Tallent. Me and him are going to start a show together. And I was like, interesting. So I guess I'm friends with Logan Paul now.
You hadn't talked to him. You just saw the post.
Yeah, he didn't know he was at the show. And I just see, it was on Facebook too. Logan Paul, active on Facebook. It's me and him.
Facebook's back in a big way.
And I'm saving it. The Paul brothers and Sam Tallent collab. But I walk up and I'm like, hey, I have a reservation for 4. And she's like, do ya? You know?
Great.
Oh, cool.
And
Who made that for you? The librarian? And I say, but we have 3 more. And she just like laughs to herself. She's like, no, of course not. And I'm like, okay, good. So I had to make the
This
res.
isn't Chili's.
Yeah. What? Hey, look around. Read the room.
It was packed.
Hey, Uncle Buck. See that? That's a roof.
4 people were celebrating birthdays all around us.
Oh, yeah. Nonstop birthday party. So I then have to report back to the group. Not only was I just admonished by the lady up there who was very attractive and used to look like one of the former bookers of JFL. R.I.P. like Vern. And so now I have to tell 3 people, hey, idiots, your plan was bad.
Beat it.
And it's just been underlined how stupid it was.
Well,
So the A team's going in. And also, like, I knew that Shane and David, you and me, were going to be like, hey, I don't feel bad at all. So into the night.
Well,
be gone with you.
I guess
Back to the Tribeca Film Festival.
There's like a slight chance that there's some random cancellation that allows for that to happen. But
yeah.
So you don't know till you ask and whatever.
Would have been funny if like, sorry, you're canceled. And I'm like, what? And they show me a New York Times op-ed about things I've said on the pod. And they're like, this is the voice we want to amplify. By the way, well, we'll talk about that off air.
Oh.
But anyway.
Oh.
Well,
can't wait to dish.
Yeah, we'll dish. I can't even blind item this thing.
Okay.
So we go sit down, And
Oh, my God.
the table barely fit the four of us. I mean,
it was rough.
it was
We should have
it
made
was over 1,000 pounds a man at that table.
We should. Oh, easy. We should have made a reservation for 6, and the four of us show up. Hi, this is our party.
Right.
Do the math, because I'm like, my legs start shaking after a half hour because I'm like trying to like not be up David's ass, you know.
I know. Me and Torres were fucking knee to knee over there the whole time. No one cared.
Well,
What happens below the water is
no, it's not like I
unobserved
couldn't.
by God.
It's not like I was scared to touch him because he's black, but but I didn't want to do that to him.
You don't want to be rubbing nub with
I'm
the
trying
D-dog.
to like, be separate but equal. Whoa, shit!
Hey.
But I'm.
That's what I say about my testicles.
I was struggling.
and
It
my
was
dick.
it was a kind of a small table for the four of us, but man,
We ordered like it was a big table.
it was great.
And we were big men who drive big cars. We got the bacon, we got the tomatoes and onion.
It was really fantastic.
You could tell that Shane Torres, I was like, I want the tomatoes and onions. And he like gave me the vocal equivalent of rolling his eyes. He was like, it's just tomatoes and onions. And I was like, I know, I love beefsteaks. And he's like, first time in the city, huh?
Welcome, babe.
Yeah, welcome to Brooklyn. And then we ordered 2 steaks. We got a porterhouse and then an off the bone cut. Or maybe we got a T-bone and a porterhouse.
Yeah, I think that's
And
right.
the guy served us because he knew that we would just like linger over it and not know how to eat the meat. It was so good.
Yeah.
And I'm not a steakhouse guy, but fuck, they do it right there.
you have. Well, that's the thing. You have to go to the really good ones, or else it's just like, who cares? And so I think that's one of the few things, one of the handfuls of things where you get what you pay for. I would say is with steak.
And we were men about it.
Yeah.
We ate steak. We laughed at women. David pointed to a table of Asian people and rolled his eyes. I mean, we were doing it.
He pulled.
It was 1953 in there. I mean, well, David was there, so I guess it was 1965.
And Shane, I don't know if Shane could have gotten in. Blue eyes.
Blue eyes, blue-eyed Mexican.
God, that was a great and
Great New York meal.
the next day, we met up with more friends, Mara and Kevin and Kevin White, Claire O'Kane,
Kevin White, Brett
Hiker, Jordan Dahl. Great crew. But it's hard to have
who's who of comedians in 2013.
That's right, Denver. And it's hard to try to do that with every meal. Like, we lucked out going to a bar that had a great back patio that wasn't full. So we spread out a little. There's 8 of us. Then we go eat somewhere. It's late. We have the whole patio to ourselves there.
It's perfect.
We get split up into 2 tables of 4. But we're right next to each other. We lucked out because it's just tough to coordinate. We could have had a table for 12 somewhere, and it would have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have talked as much to everybody.
Because we would have been trying to order, eat, and leave.
Yeah, I hate inconveniencing, and so it was nice that things worked out the way they did. The 4 of us at Peter Luger had a really nice time, and then we got to see some more people, some more friends the next night. Great 2 days in New York.
I also love hanging out with women, especially after it's just us.
A lot of times it's just us, and then maybe the host is a dude.
Phil, we call him Phil.
Yeah, Phil's a dude. Allegedly.
We're all dudes.
Everybody's a dude, yeah. No, but
Real
yeah, it
good
was
burger sitch most of the
I
time.
hadn't seen Claire in a long time. I love Claire.
I love Claire. I used to love
Mara.
Claire. Yeah.
I used to love Mara. No, just
Yeah.
kidding.
It's crazy that we
Kev.
betted both of them.
It's crazy that we bang at all, let alone
Both of
as
them.
much as we did.
At the same time.
That was
And we
a
didn't tell Kevin.
It's a crazy game of poker.
We should have listened to that last night.
You did a great job. I was loving it.
I was keeping it
Fucking
moving.
Idols cranked.
We listened to
the
the streets.
Streets.
Yeah. MIA. I just put on MIA Paper,
Paper
Planes and was
Plane.
like, this is the best song ever. And you're like, correct. As you're,
Yeah, I'm fighting the enemy in my mind.
fight the war in your mind. Put on Earth Crisis Firestorm and we didn't speak.
Earth Crisis went hard.
Fuck, dude. Earth Crisis Marauder. I gotta
Marauder.
start that music pod.
All right.
I know I'm busy, but God, I love it.
And then there was talk of a book pod. All right. See you
Well,
never.
yeah, it's me or
Smell
Sly
you-
Stallone.
Smell you later.
I'll be in the content factory. Clocking in, clocking out. There's a steam whistle. Emmy brings me a fucking metal box filled with empanadas. She only speaks Spanish while I'm in there. She calls me
Yeah.
Dios.
Good luck, man. Another podcast. I would get back in the in the Jetta.
Yeah.
Turn the headlights off. Radio up.
I just want to do that music pod because I forget how much music used to mean to me. And now I'm an old man who only listens to audiobooks and This American Life and my friends' podcasts. So I think music might be back in 2024.
Music and books, combine it? No, you can't do that.
Well, I mean,
it's very confusing. Have you heard about how when you talk to like people, you've done it with the book, right? Where it's like, I don't know what this is because it's not hit you over the head with a hammer. How obvious, It's so weird. Evan Nix has said the same thing to me. Is that like when you're pitching to someone, like any higher up, they want it to be very sellable and easily understood what it is.
Yeah,
and God forbid, like the closest you can get to complexity is if you say it's this meets this,
right? Because
those are two simple things, and then the third thing is also like you can get it. Mm-hmm. But anything more than that, or like he said that about like you wanting to have equal part for your first special, Road Diary, and
I wanted to make more of a
special.
doc, yeah.
And it's like that's like a hard sell for some bigwigs because they don't know what the target audience is.
You have to be like, hey,
fans of
what
cool
is this derivative
shit?
Of?
Yeah.
What are you ripping off with this?
Has this been done 15 times? Because that's what we're looking for, is the 16th time, but nice and glossy.
Mm-hmm. So, I'll divulge this to our ardent listeners. I had a meeting with Random House. That's why we had to go to New York City. And I have a book about a hitman in Paris, which is my love letter to both Paris and paid murders. Yeah. And he was like, this is my question is it too much like Barry? And I was like, well, no, because of the character involved and all this stuff. And I was like, also, like, that's good. Because you can say it's for fans of Barry.
Yeah.
Hey, do you like that like really successful show that everyone loves? Well, here's a book that's kind of like that. And he was like, oh, yeah, what am I saying? And I was like, I'll take it from here, Random House. I got it. Just give me the ball, okay?
I'm Ron Dane.
I'm fucking Maurice Claret.
Dude, random ass.
Yeah.
Random House. Maurice Claret out of nowhere.
Well, he wasn't even, he was the man.
No, I know, but he was the man in what, 2001? I don't even
1, 2.
He was
when
after
I was playing NCAA constantly.
Not too long after Eddie George.
Yeah.
Went to the NFL.
He
was in the, he might have been a backup.
I think Maurice Claret was Ohio State, but he should have played at Wisconsin. Because he was just a hedgehog that they would roll like a fucking log.
Big man.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so yeah, if you're an author, there is hope for you, And
is that right?
Well, yeah, because this show is brought to you by The Author Show. It's a brand new absurdist documentary series on YouTube following one man who dares to throw his entire world up in the air for one singular purpose, to sit down and finally write his first novel, which I did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't need to make a show out of it.
You did.
I did.
You did a one-man show.
I did.
And it was very boring.
It was poorly attended.
It was
mostly for Gordy.
It was mostly you sitting there and actually writing, and then occasionally you would like murmur something, and it's like, dude, you have to like, I
would surface from the depths of my mind.
And you weren't even telling.
And Gordy would be over there fucking licking the paint off of his bowl. I'd be like, oh yeah, you need food. And so do I. Okay, Gordy. Away we go.
But yeah, apologies for the confusion last time we talked about The Author Show. I think you said it was a podcast.
The Author Show. It's not The Author's Show.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. And
is it out?
Do you wish you read more? I think you do.
Yeah.
Well, you're not alone, you big fucking idiot. That's written right here, and it says, turn and look at Lund.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do need to read more.
You're never going to. Let's get past that.
I will.
No one reads fiction anymore, especially young people and old bitches.
I'm reading right now.
It's because of that dopamine hit. We've lost our imagination. We've forgotten how to read. That's why you need to watch The Author Show, where my friend, and he is my friend, Daniel, practically loses his fucking mind trying to write the next great American novel. So if you love reading, or if you like telling girls with asymmetrical haircuts that you read all the time so you can get in their very expensive panties their aunt bought them on a trip to Milan. If you like documentaries or a cheap laugh at the expense of one man risking everything to chase his dream, then you'll definitely want to watch this ridiculous show. It's 7 episodes. It's easily digestible. I watched the first 2. It's solid. I empathize with him. It's good. I think you can watch it. And it's at youtube.com/theauthorshow. The Author Show, at The Author Show. No S. Be sure to subscribe. Don't be a dummy. Watch the show. Yeah.
Nice.
Do we have any other ads?
We do.
Are we just fucking replete with ads? That's when I said replete on stage, and then I said, "That's right, Broussard. I said replete." And he was in the back. Yes, he did.
Very good.
Yes, he did. Look at him go. He's like us, and we will mourn him very soon. He turns to his wife, who's a fucking Olympic swimmer. She was on the U.S. national team, dude.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask her.
You're like, I swim. She's like, yeah, you can't go underwater. Look at you. Pokes you in the belly. And she's like, yeah, of course you love to swim. That's where you're supposed to be.
Humanity.
Uh-huh.
You're a
Oh,
crime
the huge
against
manatee.
humanity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at us.
Hugh Mudd.
I wondered, yeah, he mentioned that in his set, and I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Or he said pro athlete.
Yeah, I mean, she was a professional swimmer for the United States of America. National team, baby.
Yeah.
I fucking
But you don't get
high-fived
paid
her.
for that, which
I was like, fucking ladies as pimps too?
yeah, nice.
I was like, I can tell you're a swimmer. Nothing moved.
You bean dipped
I
her.
bean dipped her.
But there was no
It
beam.
was just rock hard muscle. I'm kidding. I did not. She had a lovely, shapely body. I don't know if that's saying better or worse.
Yeah, shut up.
Okay. But I bet her ass is clean.
Did you? That's right.
Because she uses Tushy.
Yes, Tushy. The Tushy bidet. Oh, guess what? You already know.
I know.
Guess what, audience? Yesterday,
Yeah.
while we were driving to the show in Lafayette, I get a picture from my wife that shows that she has installed the Tushy bidet.
Yeah, white smoke came out of the chimney that day in Vatican City.
The standoff is over.
Well, you told me after she put it in, you were like, yeah, I was hoping she would just do it.
I
That was your whole plan.
Well, there were a couple times where I suggested that we tag team it, and she didn't feel like it, and
It
so
was
it
the
just,
cold sore war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now her ass is cold and sore.
Yeah.
From getting blasted with
Because-
no, it doesn't hurt. Fuck! It says right here. Don't say it hurts. Fuck!
Whatever you do, don't say that it hurts. There's been a lot of bad PR for us where people say that their holes have been blasted shut,
Scorched girth.
melted together like a wax envelope.
Swallow it. Oh God, that's great for the algorithm.
Oh, fuck.
You hawking a fucking Zin lug.
Edit that out.
Did you know, Sam, that men spend over twice as long pooping?
Yeah, you really.
I spend over
You've skewed
8
the
times.
average. You're not the mean or the median or the mode. You're an outlier,
I'm
baby.
the outlier. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm special.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, men are in there twice as long. Women are 4 times as pissed
Yeah.
as they've ever been before.
Yeah.
But
A lot of households being torn apart by toilet time.
regardless of how long you're in there, that's your time.
Right.
When you're ready to clean things up, choose a Tushy bidet.
Because it doesn't hurt.
it doesn't hurt. It removes 99% of the crap that doesn't get cleaned up with wiping alone.
And whatever sticks deserves to be there. All right? They got squatters' rights.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, get it all off. I know mine's dirty right now.
Oh, shit. In the copy, if Nathan would ever install his Tushy, he would know that it only takes 10 minutes and it uses the same clean water that comes out of your sink or shower. I knew it would take no time at all. I explained it. It had nothing to do with the daunting challenge of installing.
It's just a symptom of your mental disorder.
It's something attached to...
It's homework.
Oh, I've seen... Yeah, it's homework. It's... procrastination is some type of like weird mental block thing. And so, yeah, hey, come
Oh,
on.
it also says, hey, make that bitch do it.
yeah.
She's not doing anything else.
If you're married and you're on the road trying to bring home a paycheck,
Yeah.
no. Well, I mean, doesn't that say it all? A woman alone was able to install a Tushy. So, dudes, it's a walk in the park.
Come on.
No, I'm
if she
kidding.
did it in 10, we could have done it in 2.
I
We
wanted
could have done
her.
it blindfolded like I was taking apart a rifle. This is my ass. This is my Tushy. One hurts.
One
not
gets,
the
one
Tushy.
gets squishy. I knew it was going to be simple. It wasn't that. It was the fact that I was molested by a plumber. I have a weird,
Yeah.
complicated relationship with toilets.
Anytime you're on all fours in the bathroom, it reminds you.
I got cracked. I got douged. So I'm excited to get home. I was already stoked to get back to my beloved. We've been gone for 10 days.
Mm-hmm. Some of us longer.
You've been gone longer, yeah, but I've been gone, and it's tough to be gone longer than a few days, for sure. But now I'm gonna drive 115 miles an hour to get back to that toilet with the Tushy bidet.
Last night you said you were going to
installed.
hire a helicopter to bring you right to Trinidad from the airport.
This is what I'm gonna do. I get off the plane at DIA. Oh God, my heart! I'm having a heart attack and a stroke. I'm having a stroke attack. I lay out. You know, I'm dead. I'm not breathing. I'm blue. I'm purple.
Right. The whole airport kind of like vibrates with your body hitting the ground. Yeah, you dudge. Someone dudged.
And then, Flight for Life. Wait, they wouldn't take me down to Trinidad. I say my pills are in Trinidad.
No,
anyway.
I think they'll get the helicopter from Operation Dumbo Drop, and they'll come and they'll scoop you up in some kind of basket.
And I say we have to head south. We have to go to Mexico City, and then over Trinidad.
You jump
out. I clip. Yeah,
right.
And I land, and then I on the toilet through the roof.
Yeah, you land on the toilet.
Hit up the landlord. Hey,
you hit it
there's
so
a hole
hard.
there's a hole in the roof.
It creates like a pressure situation, like when you like put a bunch of water in the sink, then pull the plug, and it. That's you. So you land on the toilet through the roof, but then you're geysered back into the air. And every time
it doesn't hurt though.
It doesn't hurt. No, nothing hurts. Nothing about the Tushy hurts. The water's not scalding. It doesn't have a bunch of salt in it or lemon juice. It's just a little kiss on your hole.
No, it's great. I have enjoyed several Tushy bidets in my travels, and I'm excited to have one at home. Also, every Tushy bidet comes with a 30-day hassle-free return and a 12-month warranty. So that's great, huh? And it also makes an amazing present for Father's Day. Give Dad a break from wiping and get him to join.
I know Dave T is just always in there. Getting it clean.
Give him a break. He's in there constantly wiping and then forgetting what he's doing.
Right.
And then wiping some more.
Until he bleeds.
So yeah, get him to join the 2 million.
He always comes out and he like holds his butt open and he says, "Is it clean?" And I say, "Dad, Mom's been dead for years. You don't have to be clean anymore." And then he lets his ponytail out.
Do what you want down there.
His hair out. He puts on deep purple.
But yeah, give Dad a break from wiping and get him to join the 2 million other butts who have already switched to Tushy.
4 million cheeks.
For a limited time, Chubby listeners get 10% off their first bidet order when you use code CHUBBY at checkout. That's 10% off your first bidet order at HELLOTUSHY.com with promo code CHUBBY. HelloTushy.com, code CHUBBY.
Back to the show.
Back to the fucking... So anyway, wiping. We get out of the ad read, but it's still wipe talk. Hiker has a bidet.
I don't use it.
You don't?
I don't use a stranger's bidet.
Shut up.
I don't like that.
That doesn't make sense.
I use the one at my house.
It's not the same water over and over.
You don't know that. Only a Tushy bidet.
I just read the copy, stupid.
Hiker has some off-market Dominican bidet called like
that one hurts. That's what I was thinking
That's
of.
right.
Was the competitor's bidet. It hurts. Right. It's too hard. It says shut up if you complain.
Right.
If you try to turn it off, it says I'm not done yet. It's
right.
like, oh, all right, I'm not in control. And it's scary to not have control.
Yeah, it says you stoopy.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say at the show in I laughed. I think you were in there when I was up there. Oh, when I said that we've been going all over the place. We went to Tokyo. We went to Paris.
You
a
said
guy
Tokyo.
Goes,
The guy went.
And I was like, what?
You were like, I'm allowed to leave the country.
I went in there. What do you mean? Or it was like I wouldn't or something. I didn't understand it. The crowd had funny little responses to stuff.
Yeah, because they're used to talking story. They're in that Cajun tradition. You know?
As if we were all performing that night.
Well, there were those two women seated in the back row.
17 and 18.
17 and 18.
Wasted.
Tight as a drum. They were underneath the lights, and they were just back there, and like you would say, like, restraining order, and they loved it. When you brought up restraining order and the Bluey thing broke their minds because I'm sure that one of them lost their phones on a trip to fucking Port Arthur or Lake Charles. And then, because I could tell that they had a story exactly like that.
I figured maybe it was because they were 4 and so they still loved Bluey.
They do love Bluey.
They were young.
They're like, that's how I'm learning to read them. What are we gonna do today?
Whatever we want,
we have
baby.
like 4 hours until showtime.
Man, we're gonna get some food. We're gonna walk around a little bit, strut our stuff.
Good Jake Cosden in the mix.
I brought short shorts and
really did
and dress shirts, so I look like I got banged out, and then I grabbed something so that we could go get a quick bite the next morning.
I mean, I feel like we have really slotted into it's Pride Month in New Orleans, and people just see us and they're like, those two do it to each other? We just walk by and we see the math in their head, and then just people violently throwing up. Yeah.
Or being brave and saying, God bless them.
Hey.
We're all just people.
We're all children of God like us.
We're all the blanket. Yeah, I'm excited to have another today and tomorrow.
We got that gumbo.
New Orleans. We got more gumbo.
We could eat that gumbo before we hit the streets.
Let's cut this
Go
short.
into the streets, fucking laden with gumbo into the heat.
Fuck these people.
Just sweating roux.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to look like a Play-Doh Fun Factory. Your pores are just going to be secreting. I do need to drink more water because I got dizzy on stage last night during one of my patented act-outs. If you like patented act-outs, hey, come see me in San Francisco and Petaluma next weekend, and then why not Batavia? Why not go to Batavia, you dumb SOB?
It's not that far from Chicago, where people live.
People live there. Maybe you're down in Naperville, though, fucking riding out a DUI charge. You know,
laying low.
Steal the fucking warden's gun, get the keys, and come to see me in Batavia. It's not time for plugs even. What are we doing?
I think it's probably about time for plugs. I have no idea because I grabbed my phone so that I could know when we started. And almost immediately I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm flying blind.
All that happens in your brain is like an old-timey cartoon where like a mailman pulls up to the mailbox and the mailbox has eyes. And the mailman opens up the mailbox's mouth and it says, mail on Sunday? And the mailman says, mail on Sunday. That's you. It's an old-timey fucking gray and white and black cartoon where the mailbox talks.
Well, yeah, it sucks.
That's your head.
I had to set up everything while you complained.
Do you want to discuss why that is? Probably not.
Because you're so nice.
Yeah, because of my large ass. And your large ass.
Because you bring home the bacon and then I eat it.
You
I
put it in
slurp
the pan. Last night we got home and I had that gumbo and I was like, okay, Lund, you sit down. It's just like when you bring daddy his slippers and his newspaper when he comes home from work at the factory. That was you. And you sat down and you put on the Greg Giraldo Dark Side of Comedy.
I've enjoyed most of them.
You had to go to your happy place.
I wanted something specific, I guess. I didn't want to scroll. I wanted to put something on so that I could fucking breathe out.
I was in the kitchen. I put on my house dress. Put on my do-rag and had your dinner in front of you, baby.
Yeah, I appreciated that.
Yeah, well, I know the rules. I figured you were going to be flipping out and you wouldn't stop talking about how brave you were and how only you could do it.
Like I said,
I would have killed us both.
It wasn't white knuckle, like 10 out of 10, we're going to die. It was more like, well, fuck. Gotta give it the old college try, like Maurice Claret. And hope for the best, which again was like, please don't let anything be in this lane,
literally
for us to
one single tire tool. You would have hit that, it would have flipped up, gone through the windshield. It would have embedded in my head, and then I would have like just spoken with an even more problematic accent on stage.
He's not white. He ain't white this time.
He tire tool. I would be the king.
Sin City. I'm Benicio del Toro. You're in the passenger seat. You're Clive Owen.
Once a smoker.
Or wait, opposite.
Always a smoker.
You're Benicio del Toro.
Yeah. Out of his throat. God, we should just watch Sin City. Fuck New Orleans. Let's stay inside, watch Scary Movie 1.
Oh, we got to watch Scary Movie.
Watch
At least
Scary
the
Movie.
first 3, I think.
I hit up Polk and was like, do you want to watch all the Scary Movies? He did not respond.
He's going to delete your number.
Yeah.
Let me check this thing.
Well, I'm just seeing if our reservations went through at dinner tonight.
Oh, we just hit an hour.
Oh, well, hey, Guys, we're going to go out into this humid mouth known as New Orleans, and we're going to loll around on its tongue.
I'm
let it
humid.
lick us. You're humid already. We're not even outside. We're underneath 2 fans and the AC's on.
Yeah, no, and
My
I'm
nuts
good.
are a
Look,
fucking
I'm
sand
dry.
trap.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, that means they're dry.
That's right.
Oh.
Thank you to Chubby's brand shorts.
Shut up.
Oh, sorry.
we had those two ads in the Wide World episode, and then I saw somebody say, "Whoa, how many ads were there? 6?" I was like, "Shut up."
Literally 2, and they're funny, and you want the show to be made because that's how we get the cash, all right? It all goes to Pat. All these great projects I've created, I've never seen a dime. I'm deep in debt. I have to tell Emily we didn't actually buy the house. We bought a picture of the house because I was scammed, and I bought a fucking... I bought an NFT of the house. We're ruined. I've been calling her Stub because she's stubborn, and I'm like, this is Sam and Emily. It's not Stub and the Nub.
She's gotta hate that.
Yeah.
Stub.
And then I was calling her Stub when we were in Detroit, and she was pissed. And then I texted my sister. I was like, "Can you do me a favor and call Emily Stub in a text message?" So she's mad at me, and then she's like, "What the fuck? Come on."
Puppet master.
And before we go to Father's Day dinner, I'm going to tell Emily and Mel to be like, I'm going to call Sophie and Mel. Just only call her Stub, please, throughout the whole meal.
You're really poking the bear.
Hey, man. I love that bear sweet pussy. So, hey, and her whole thing and how great of a partner she is. I love her
whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
You mean her vagina?
Yeah. So go to those dates I plugged preemptively and go to samtalent.com. I really want to sell these fucking tickets in Pittsburgh and Detroit coming up. So let's get on there. Patreon.com.
Morgantown, West Virginia.
Morgantown's fucking already sold out, I bet.
Fuck
Maybe
yeah.
not. Check Ticks. 123 Pleasant, one of my favorite venues. Join the Patreon. Just keep helping us rise. We're reinvesting in the show.
If there's 200 free episodes, there's 150 Patreon.
Oh, this is 200. This is episode 200.
This is
right
200.
Here. Respect. We did it, baby. We've come a long way from that fucking anarchist bookstore basement.
Wow.
And whatever you do, don't tell Shane Gillis that our podcast started in an anarchist bookstore basement. That will only help build out his caricature of me. What else? Shit. I love you guys.
We
200
love you.
episodes. What the hell?
Yeah, it's been a blast.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we fucking pulled the trigger.
We should have done a clip show for this.
Yeah.
Thanks for 200.
Thanks for the memories.
We'll see if Pat can
Dump them.
If you really want to help us celebrate.
Whoa, that'd be crazy. All right, let's get out of here.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Bye.